Darren.
Kirby.
Great to see you.
And you.
Well, we've got our black tie shirt, the
Yep.
proper Budd dinner shirt. So let's talk about this a little bit. I'm so excited to see it.
Okay, yeah. So the one that we've got here, which we've done for you, it's a cream spun silk, and it's a little bit different. It's a natural silk. It's not bleached or anything, so it's not what they call optical white, which is actually better. It's a lot softer, and it's a bit more natural and stops it drying out. But it's cream spun silk. We've put 1/4-inch pleats on here, which you very, very, very rarely see, if at all now. It was something that was only sort of offered really to the bespoke customers, but something different, a bit more kind of exclusive, the 1/4-inch pleats. And also on here, we've given you 3/8 stud holes, which is different to what we would normally do. So this is a more traditional kind of standard one, which you'll see about. So this is a white voile pleated shirt. This has got 1/2-inch pleats.
So this is cotton.
This is cotton voile, yeah. So it's a bit more lightweight. So you've got 1/2-inch pleats as opposed to the 1/4-inch, and you've got 3 buttons on tape. So the holes are slightly larger, and the buttons, they're great. They work as a good travel companion for keeping it in your case and all nice and neat. But sometimes people, if it's not a super formal event, they just like to wear the buttons. But this harks back to a very, very old traditional style of making shirts, and even in the cream spun silk, with the 1/4-inch pleats, and especially on the silk as well, there's a lot more work. Everything we do is hand pleated at the factory in Andover, but with the 1/4-inch silk pleats, it's at least an extra hour just to get the pleats in, because there's no hiding with these as well. If you get one wrong, it's unpick it and go again. So yeah, lot more work in it. They look beautiful. I personally think it works better on the silk because it's got a nice bit of drape on there. But yeah, it very, very traditional, even with the little stud holes rather than the buttons on tape. It harks back to a real traditional old, classic time of most people wearing black tie. And something we've always done.
That golden era for which Budd is so well known.
You got it, yeah.
It's amazing. Talk about the collar. So, is this the bespoke collar that you worked on for me?
So this is the Budd collar. We wanted to keep everything super, super kind of traditional. And it works, the Budd collar works well because it's a little bit more cut forward, as you can see. So when you've got tied your bow on, it gives it a nice angle, frames it quite nicely. But it's more about being traditional, authentic Budd. And as you can see here, so there's a button in here which doesn't get seen because it goes below your waistband, and then
that's gorgeous.
Some in the fly piece.
And that spun silk. I mean, when people think of silk, they think of satin silk.
Yeah.
But this couldn't be any more different.
I always associate the satin silk with being that real luxurious silk, but this, so many people have it once and they come back for it. It's got that lovely matte finish, and I think like any of the shirts that you have, if it's good quality, cotton, silk, whatever, the longer you have it, the better it gets. We wash this before we cut it at a high temperature, so it becomes machine washable for you. But by doing that, it just gives it a lovely texture, a bit more natural. But it, for want of a better expression, the more you have it, the more you wash it, it kind of gets that nice kind of rubberized kind of feel to it, and very special.
And the pleats, I mean, this is using more fabric as well, and so it creates more body to the bib. Is that correct?
Yeah, and it does, having it in spun silk gives it a much better kind of drape. The whole shirt, in all honesty, but with the pleats as well, it sits a lot nicer and flatter.
How would you describe that? Is it less of a stiff drape?
Yeah. You can see kind of here, it's just it's almost like a kind of a wave effect, isn't it, really? So
it has that body, has that drape.
Yeah, because it's spun. You can feel it. It's kind of, very dense.
Yeah.
So it has that body, it has that drape, but it's not stiff. Yeah.
Well, exciting. Well, I can't wait to take this home and try it on.
Yeah.
Wear it out.
Yeah. I look forward to you wearing it, and I'm sure it'll be seen in all the best places.
Indeed.
Probably with a cigar or two as well.
Hopefully. Not too many.
Yeah.
Darren, thank you so much.
Absolute pleasure, as always. Thank you.
That's I'm well taken care of here, and I look forward to putting these to great use in the fall.
Excellent, and we look forward to hearing and seeing from you again. So,
Thank you.
Excellent, thank you.